Welcome to another edition of The Baseline. I'm Nick McCarville, and this year at the Australian Open, we're crunching the numbers like never before. Dr. Marker Reed, it's Roger Federer against Kei Nishikori. We've seen Roger sort of resurge this tournament, but let's talk about his quality of shot.
Yeah, look, Nick, historically, when we think about quality of shot, we're drawn to something like shot speed. That's certainly something that we pick up in our measure, but we're not just limited to shot speed. We look at other characteristics like shot height over the net, a proxy for spin and weight of shot. As we transition through, the ball approaches the other end of the opponent, we're drawn to the precision of shot. So the tightness with which it hugs the sideline as well as the baseline.
Okay, so traditionally for me, I'm looking at winners, unforced errors, forced errors, but quality of shot also can set players up, right?
Yeah, and this is the beauty of this metric. We don't separate the two, the shot characteristics from the outcome. We capture outcome insofar as winners, errors, but also the player's ability to force an error and or set themselves up with the next winning shot.
Okay, great. So let's talk about Roger Federer in a historical context here at the Australian Open. How has his quality of shot been in 2017 versus previous years?
Look, it makes for fascinating reading. What we've got thus far over the last 3 years, from 2014 through to 16 and then this year, indicates that his overall quality of shot, despite what we saw the other night against Thomas Berdych, suggests that he's not quite at the same level.
Really? So we saw a drop for him in 2015, especially when he lost early here, but you're saying it's not necessarily been better in 2017?
No, and in 2015 what we saw was his serve precision and serve speed fall away, as well as forehand speed. And he's certainly not this year up to the same level that we saw in 2016.
All right, Dr. Reed, so we heard the other night Roger Federer say that Kei Nishikori has the best backhand in men's tennis, but when we look at shot quality, does that hold true?
It does, Nick. We rated him as the best backhand in men's tennis, validating Federer's view. And interestingly enough, it outrates Federer to 400 percentage points. So it's quite a difference.
Okay, so when we look at that for Kei Nishikori, how does that play out backhand to backhand in his favor?
Look, immediately we're drawn to the notion of a backhand cross-court rally. And we see that play out here. Key for Nishikori in this regard is depth and precision. And he's been a little bit down in this tournament, about 7% on his long-term historical average across his precision metric and depth.
And we can also see there, when we talk about quality of shot, he's setting himself up with the cross-court and then hitting down the line for the winner.
Absolutely. Hence, him being ranked #1. Here, another way that he's going to get at Federer. If he can't sustain cross-court rally from the outset, he needs to use his forehand to open the court, attack into Federer, create an opportunity to target Federer's backhand to finish the point.
Very good. So when we talk about ways that Kei Nishikori can win, how does Roger Federer win this match?
Look, interestingly enough, the data suggests that as soon as Nishikori's required to work more than 300 units per shot, he doesn't put himself in a particularly strong position to win the match.
All right, so Roger Federer's got to play attacking tennis. He's got to move Kei Nishikori around the court, and then we'll see Kei perhaps break down over a 5-set match.
Yeah, that's right. And as we know, the work metric captures distance, speed, as well as change of direction. So if Roger's able to impose his game style onto Kei, it bodes well.
All right, very good. Thank you, Dr. Reed. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow on The Baseline.